First of all, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank Andrew for coordinating this. Andrew, thank you very much. I want to thank Milka from the mayor's office. We can give you a chair too, you know. Oh, okay. And she is the ambassador for all of Holyoke. Anybody that comes to the mayor's office, if they're mad at me and they see her, they stop being mad at me. So she's my ambassador, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I've already tripped once. So I want to thank you. My goal here is pretty simple. I'm going to listen to what your concerns are. I want to see what we can do to help promote your businesses so that you have a chance to succeed. You have a chance to give support for these young kids, make sure that they have chances to get a better life so that we're all in this together, all right? I'm trying to build one community. I know I mess up sometimes, but I do the best I can, and I always will listen. I may not always do what you want, but I will always listen and see what can be done to get improvements. So as we go along, and I wouldn't mind if you don't mind, as we go along, I'm going to start off by passing the mic around. What I'd like you to do is introduce yourself, the name of your business. Oh yeah, I'm starting with you. You're in the front of the class. That's the way it is. But what I'd like you to do is your name, the name of your business, and the address. Hey, I want to get as much information out to the public as possible. Okay? That's the first thing we're going to start. And then we're going to basically have an open discussion. So we're going to go right around. Andrew?
I was doing just an opening comment. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor.
No problem.
So I know how important this is. I think this opportunity right now, June 2021, being able to come together, barbershops, restaurants, boutiques, salons. You know, the Latino community is vast, and we come together in many different ways. So this is an opportunity that's unique. The city has a unique opportunity to make sure that we're strategic to bring us to the next level. And we know having a automobile business and making sure that we're able to support you, your family here for 10 years. Your family's been investing in Holyoke for 35 years. You know, having the longest standing barbershop in Holyoke at Frankie. You know, I think it's important that we continue to support each other, but also remember that there's young ones and young business owners that just opened up this year in a boutique that we need to make sure is successful. So as we continue this conversation, I think I want you to be honest, to have an open heart, but remember that our mayor today, Mr. Mayor Murphy, is here to listen, support, and I really want to thank the president of the Holyoke Chamber of Commerce being here to listen and support you as well. And I think it's really crucial in this time with the funds available, we need to take advantage. And we need to make sure that this is our time to really come together. So I really appreciate your time and how hard it is to kind of walk away from a business. You know, I know a lot of you probably did 10 hours today, opening at 5 a.m. probably, right, at the Cajun restaurant. So as this conversation evolves, I just want to thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your investment in Holyoke. You know, having the first Colombian restaurant in Holyoke is huge, and we want to make sure that you're successful. And different barbershops and having a food truck and investing in you as well. So thank you. And as we continue to support each other, let's wrap our arms around each other as well. So we're going to name business.
So hello, my name's Selene, and I own Boutique down in 138 High Street. It's a woman apparel store, small boutique.
And how long?
I opened on Monday.
On High Street?
On High Street, 138 High Street.
Hi, my name is Aida De Jesus, and I own La Copa on 447 Main Street. I've been there for 8 years now.
Hi, my name is Barbara Wells, and this is Araceli Lopez Rivera, and we own Springdale Cajun on Main Street, across the street from the park. Our nickname is, we go by the Cajun Ladies, and We started there. She bought the establishment from Becky in November of 2019, and we switched over to Cajun in September of 2020. And I just want to say this is awesome, and I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. My name is Paul from City Pizza in Holyoke, 420 High Street.
Good afternoon. I'm Alicia Zoeller. I'm the administrator for the City of Holyoke Office for Community Development, and I am thrilled beyond words to have all of you in the room. It's been a long time since we've seen each other, and the turnout tonight is amazing. We haven't had these kind of listening sessions in a really, really, really long time. So thrilled to have you, and thank you to Andrew for getting everyone here.
Hi, my name is Jordan Hart. I'm the Executive Director for the Greater Holyoke Chamber, and I first want to thank all of you for your investment in the city. And as the new director for the Chamber, I'm going to make a really strong effort to make our Latino business community more involved in our Chamber and in our community so that we can unify our business community, because we are just stronger together. So thanks, everyone, for being here.
Hola, Anthony Soto, Soto Home Care, where we provide skilled nursing and HHA services. And I think I know pretty much everyone in here, so, all right. Okay. And it's, honestly, in all honesty, this is really a big deal, and I hope that everyone here takes advantage of this opportunity. This mayor is really opened the doors to this community, and I can attest to that. I'm born and raised in this city. I've invested in this city. I've had my business now here. I'm retired from government. Most of you probably know me from that, but I've had my business here now for 5 years. And we're thriving. We're doing really, really well. So, and I owe it all to this community. So thank you. And I hope you can all at some point say the same thing. And I'm sure you will. You know, being barbershops especially, and mechanics, we need mechanics, carpenters, electricians. Yeah. So let's get together and let's keep supporting one another.
Awesome.
Hello, how we doing today? My name is Luis Diaz. I'm the owner of Underground Fashion on High Street. We use a basic store. We sell clothing and electronics.
My name is Taro Serrano. Me and my partner here, Marcos Alvarado, own Jase's House of Kicks down in Main Street, 101 Main Street. Oh, High Street, I'm sorry, 101 High Street. We sell sneakers, men apparel, and we've been there for 10 years. You just reopened, and happy to be here again.
Hi everyone, my name is Marcos Alvarado. Tyrone made me come out my porch, and he said, let's go, let's do it again. I kind of didn't want to. I was scared because the pandemic hit us hard. So I was kind of scared to do it all over again, but I said, let's go, let's do it. And we've been blessed. I'm surprised how the community has came out and supported us. And I thank every one of you guys and everybody in the community.
Hey everyone, my name is Agadis Quiñones. Well, me and my dad are the owner of Julio's Auto Repair on 775 High Street. We've been there for 10 years, serving the community, and our family just need the help to grow and to keep serving the community and be here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jolie Brennan. I got the food truck in the high street and from the Family Dollar in Laundry Mass. I got 2 years in the park 2 years ago.
Hi, my name is Juan Sanchez. I have a barber shop, Barber for Life in High Street, 329 High Street. I needed a barber shop. I need a barber because, we license. So I want to do the different, the whole, I want to grow more,
Hi, my name is Juan Uribe. Me and my brother Gilberto Uribe own El Paraíso Colombiano on 351 High Street. And it was a dream come true for us, April 2nd of this year.
How you doing? My name is Frankie Cardona, and I own Hair Hunters Barbershop for 27 years, 326 Appleton Street.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jose Rivera. This young lady is my oldest daughter, Saya Rivera. This little beautiful girl, my cutie pie with beautiful eyes, Evelise. This is Gordito, Gabriel, my baby boy, and this is one of the oldest, Isaiah. No, it's a lot going on in my mind. It's just a pleasure to be here. On behalf of Andrew, one of my best friends growing up, I'm from Holyoke. I'm trying to kickstart off mobile cuts under tailored mobile cuts, something I'm trying to kick off. You know, professional service right at your footstep, at your door. Come provide a good professional service at your door. You guys just give me a call. I'm only one call away. You know, I'll be there, provide great professional service, professional everything. Great haircuts, great vibes. I know there's a lot of barbershops in Holyoke, so I'm just trying to do something different. You know, probably post up in front of the City Hall, provide a service for the governor, for the for you. You know, for anybody that works for your office, come on down. Step into my RV. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Potentially post up in front of the police office, you know, fire department, the courthouses, you know, in front of Jizze's, in front of the Paraíso, in front of the food trucks, in front of the, my buddy Agali, long time no see, buddy. Long time no see, man. You know, Frankie. Big role model as a kid. You know, I stepped foot in his doorstep when I first came from Hartford, and big role model. I looked up to a lot of great barbers like himself. This gentleman right here, I know this gentleman too. I'll let him speak for himself, you know. But like I said, I'm here with my stepkids, just trying to provide a better future for them, you know. Trying to leave a destiny behind and trying to live, you know, and hopefully give my business onto my daughter, who's hopefully, I brought her here to potentially inspire her to eventually look at me as a role model, look at other people as inspiration, you know, potentially have her own business. She's in high school already, and it's like, I'm here to give them a better way. I struggled enough. I grew up in these streets. I am where I'm at today because of these streets, because of the people I met through my life, beautiful people. And it's just time for a change. Enough for the struggle. And pa'lante. You know what I'm saying? There's only one way up. You know? That's forward. Thank you.
Good afternoon. How you doing? My name is Jose Dones. I'm the owner of the Pablo Freire Company up on 230 Sargent Street. Very diverse barbershop. And I feel like as part of the community, grew up in Holyoke, we need to bring everyone together. Latinos and everybody, create a diversity as a community and put the community first. I feel like the city and the community has been a little separated, and I would like to see that come together and help each other, because without the community, there wouldn't be a city.
Hello, everybody. My name's Angel Sanchez. My wife and I, Amaris Ortiz, are owner of Lechonera El Paseo restaurant that just opened on 392 High Street. It's something new for everybody in the city, something new for us, something that we experimented and is going very well thanks to the Holyoke community and everybody that's been supporting us. Big Hand, Ida, Soto, everybody encourages us to do what we're doing, and we really appreciate City of Holyoke saying yes to Lechonera El Paseo. Anybody who wants to taste Spanish, Puerto Rican food, Lechon Asado, 392 High Street, Holyoke. Thanks a lot, guys.
So much for my diet.
There you go.
So first of all, some inspiring words, the kind of words that we need throughout the community. I can tell you, I lived here all my life, and that we still have issues, there's no question about that, but we've come a long way. And we still got a ways to go, but we can get there. We just got to show respect for each other. We got to work together to make sure that those leaders of the next century, or not the next century, the next 2 decades, are going to have every opportunity to be as successful as they can. And you are setting an example. So I want to thank you for that. I get emotional sometimes, as you know. I used to coach these two. I used to coach him, and I used to coach him. And believe it or not, they still talk to me. It's amazing. Because there's a lot of people I coach. No, that's not true. Most people still talk to me. But, so what I wanted to tell you is this. And Andrew's already drafted me. I don't have the greatest stomach in the world, but he's already drafted me. He's going to have me going around to many of your diners, many of your restaurants, so that I can taste and kind of walk, and you're probably going to be invited to come with me because we want to promote these businesses and we want to show what you're doing. And if anything, I'm trying to highlight this is what's good about Holyoke. And let's help each other make sure that we can do that. I will tell you, that young lady right there, Alicia Zoeller from the Community Development Office, she's an asset. She was an asset to me in my first 2 months. She's going to be an asset to the city for as long as she works here. She wants to work with all of your businesses to help you succeed. So if you've got concerns, I mean, my door's always open. But I'll probably end up saying to you, yep, come talk to me. Oh, but we better go see Alicia. She knows better than me. So that's what I want you to be knowing. All right, you're not in this alone. All right, if you need something, it doesn't hurt to ask. We may say no, or we may say not quite that much, but we can do this. But we want to help you. If you succeed, we succeed. All right? I know she just met with me last week. It was last week, right? This is my 10th week as mayor. And the gray hair, I didn't have gray hair when I started 10 weeks ago. And some people have told me you also don't have as much hair, so that's really getting to be a problem. But so what I want to do, whatever issues you have, if you would, and if Noka needs to translate, please let us know, okay? Whatever issues you have, all right, bring them up, make the suggestion. We're taking notes. I know Alicia's got notes. I know we got Holyoke Media, so I got that as a resource. I want to know what we can do. I do know, I've heard, we need to clean up some of the vacant lots on High Street, and that would go with other streets as well. We need, and when I've got a bill in tonight to remove 5 buildings that have been in deplorable condition. I'm hoping the city council will pass that, start cleaning up some of those, so that we can rebuild, clean up those lots, put something there that's going to be an asset. I want you to know boarded up buildings are not good for you. I'm trying to make sure we get rid of as many of those as possible or fix them up, one or the other. But we can't just let them sit there. So those are some of the things I'm working on. I've had restaurants talk to me about trying to get outdoor dining in some of those lots. Can we clean them up? We're going to look at all those kind of things. You got a suggestion, you got a proposal, I want to know. So, Noka, you're going to be the ambassador. Because you're, come on. And again, if you come to the mayor's office, you start off, you meet Noka. And look at that. How can you not want to go and sit down and talk to this young lady? Hey, I'm going to have you take the questions. So anyone that's got comments, she's going to take. I'm just going to sit on the side and listen.
Okay, ¿quién le gustaría ser el primero para que algunos concerns que tengan, preocupaciones que quieran traerlo aquí a este círculo? Maravilloso, yo estoy bien orgullosa de todo. I'm so proud of this group. So, ¿quién le gustaría comenzar?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Gilbert, from the owner of Paraíso Colombiano. My concern is parking. We need more parking in our area. Hopefully we could take the City Hall and use their parking lot for the customers, for the people out there, for barbershops, for boutiques, for anybody out there, you know, that's on our street. We don't have no parking.
You're talking about using the Suffolk Street?
Anywhere, any parking lot, like make our parking lot or do a parking lot for us, because a lot of customers come, we don't have no parking, they got to keep going, or, you know.
Or at least make the sign bigger.
You know, or something for them to park at, or, you know, and clean up the street. I have somebody come every week, once a week, clean the, you know, the City of Holyoke, clean up the street, make it more clean, for other people to come down from other cities, come down and have a nice dinner outside. You know, we set up outside nice tables and put some music once a week, put like a band, or close the street down, and put, you know, food out there for people to see and come have music, fun with their kids, walk on the street, you know, bring more people to the community, you know, attract the people in, you know, for they can see that what we got, not just what they hear from us, you know. I do my own stuff. I clean my own area every day. I come in the morning, I clean my area up and clean this everywhere, you know. On the weekends, we spray our sidewalks and everything. You know, we do our own to try to make it better for us. You know?
If I can, let me say thank you for doing that.
Yep, no problem.
That's also part of it. I mean, obviously, we can try to do as many things as possible. I can tell you, and I'm not trying to make excuses.
Yep.
But there's only so many people from the city that can go around and do various things.
Yep.
And if you heard the complaints I had just today about this not being done, that not being done, if each of you can help, not just in front of your business, that does two things. Number one, that sets an example to all those people coming by. Hey, they take care of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Why would I want to throw some trash on their property?
Yeah.
Look at what they're doing. They are trying to help make this a better community. So I appreciate it. I really want to extend my gratitude.
Yeah. And a concern that we have actually on High Street in front of our location is whenever a customer walks right out the door, there's somebody asking them for money. That's really big that some people won't even first of all they won't stop because the sign that we have, there is a parking lot that is accessible to us, but the sign is so small that people don't see it. And people won't stop just because they don't see the sign. You know, and as soon as they walk out of the restaurant, they're getting 3 or 4 people asking them for money.
Let me do 2 things, if you would. I think I got one of my cards, but if I don't, I'm gonna have Milka make sure she gets you one. Okay?
What number High Street?
351.
351.
So do me a favor, all right? You just send me a reminder about a sign for your park that is not big enough. I'm gonna try to get that sign enlarged. Okay?
Another thing, all our surrounding cities have taken over their front parking for outdoor seating, tables. I've been working with Ben Murphy and Jack, and I've been working with all of them I already pulled a tables and chairs permit, but they're telling me I know everything is a process, but if the summer's now, it's just coming now, it's going to hurt me to lose 5 weeks of that because there's other surrounding cities that are doing it now.
So you're trying to get outdoor dining, am I hearing you?
Correct.
Okay, and so tell me specifically, if you can, what the issue is.
I have to wait till July 7th to have a hearing for my tables and chairs permit.
In front of the planning board?
Yes.
Okay. You got it down? Okay, she's got that down. Let me see if I can, and if you can send me something tomorrow, I'll try to get that coordinated. I will try to get that, and if we can't, one of the things I try to do, and it doesn't always work, but one of the things I try to do is if I can move the process, hey, I'm not gonna break the law.
Right.
But it wouldn't be good if I did, right?
Yeah.
But if I can move the process along so we get the benefit of what
Right.
we're trying to do, and then maybe we have a hearing all right, we've done it, we're all set up, it's been approved, no problems, we're ready to go.
It's just hard for us to invest in more tables, more chairs, and wait till the 5 weeks come, and then have to wait another 2 weeks for our stuff to come in because there's a lot of things sold out for us to get in. Then half of our summer's gone already.
Let's get it going, let's get it going.
Let's get it going right away.
I'm gonna send out, after I get it from Alicia, I'll be sending it out to all those people that are involved. How do we move this process along?
Right.
And then once we get that process moved along, hopefully I'll try to make an announcement so you all can be aware of that. If at all possible, if you could get me an email for everybody, I will include them on all the emails that we're talking about tonight, what we're trying to do to resolve. And I'm gonna try to do my best.
Yeah.
But
And another thing, sorry for interrupting you, Mayor.
no, you're good, you're good.
For an example, when I go down to Springfield to Worthington Street, Springfield's giving them something to come to. You go down Worthington Street, once you turn on Worthington Street, it's lit up. It's beautiful. It's lit up. There's lights everywhere. There's little murals everywhere. There's flowers. There's things that people want to see. To be honest, when I come down High Street, all I see is homeless people. And it's hard for us business owners to invest more. As I still have to work 2 jobs. I'm a truck driver, and thank God me and my brother are partners, and we can make it happen. But it's hard for us to quit our second job and dedicate ourselves to something that we're kind of in the limbo of, if you know, are we going to invest all this money into our business and people are not going to show up because there's so many homeless people attacking them as soon as they walk out the door, as soon as they get out of their car.
I wish I had an easy answer to that. I don't.
Right.
I'm gonna be very
It's part of life. It's something that every city deals with.
I think the
I can come out every day.
Yeah, but the thing is that sometimes they get disrespectful. Sometimes they get disrespectful, and us, we don't want to cross those lines with anybody, you know.
No, I appreciate that. The other things I can definitely try to help you with, I've tried to reach out. I know sometimes if it happens to be a veteran, I know I've been able to get veteran services to come in and be able to get people into shelters. So that's worked. I'd say for me, it's worked probably half a dozen times where I knew they were a veteran, I asked, and then I called veteran services and they will come. But other people, I will tell you, we do have, and I want to emphasize this, one of the things I did, I had a press conference yesterday about, we have an opioid task force and a crisis intervention team that works out of Ray Street. And so they might also, I know they've talked to people, especially if there are people who might have an addiction. They've talked to them, they're not trying to arrest them, they're trying to give them assistance. I know last month they got 12 people into rehab. So, it's one-on-one.
Hey.
They had 67 people from the abuse task force and they had 88 from the crisis intervention, which works with Behavioral Health Network. So in those cases, they reached out one-on-one. So if that's the case, let me know. I can have someone to come and talk to them and maybe actually have them say, you know what, finally, I have a better choice. Let me go try to give myself a better life.
Right.
And I'm certainly willing. I did it today for someone else. So if you call me, I'll call and try to get someone. And I try to get someone from that because they're trained to try to be calm, to try to deal with the emotional and the drug addiction. I try to give that person a better chance. So I appreciate your thoughts.
Thank you.
And I appreciate your investment. Hang in there. We'll get there. Thank you. Someone else. Sorry.
Well, also like he said, we got concern, parkings. There's a lot of traffic in High Street, and Aaron's has a big parking lot. They're not doing anything. I try to ask them, can I rent it out? A little space or something so I could park a few cars, because we only have 4 cars that we could have in the lot. And honestly, it just looked like a dump. There's trash everywhere. I clean it out. Myself, also like him, and that's it.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. Yeah. Andrew, when we take a walk around, if you can, you're young.
I was just there today.
When we take a walk around, you kind of point out this is something. Let's see if we can do something in that parking lot. Okay. Because as I visualize it, it'll give me a lot better chance to say, okay, what can we do and how do we do it? Okay. So.
Alrighty, Barbara and Ari from the Springdale Cajun Diner down on Main Street in Holyoke. We're across the street from Springdale Park. And so just a couple of things that we've experienced is there's a lot of traffic. It's Main Street, but they speed. Yep. Someone was hit, a hit and run, not too far from the establishment. A couple of our customers parked across the street. They were coming across the street, almost got hit. So I don't know how we can maybe control the speed limit, speed bumps.
No, that's not gonna, we just want a crosswalk.
But we've also talked to Aaron Vega about a crosswalk.
Okay.
The park is a beautiful thing. We have customers come in, beautiful weather. They order in, take it across the street. Cars parked all on the lawn in the park. The police do occasionally come by, pop the siren, try and get them off the grass. So those are some of our concerns.
Aaron Vega did say that It might be a little difficult to get a crosswalk there because it's not considered a major intersection, but the PVTA stops there and a school bus stops there. So we just, you know, trying to make it safe for everybody, just come across the street, safer. So,
And, you know, I just want to say that this is a beautiful room right now. I'm looking around, and this is a beautiful room. And I fell in love with Holyoke. You know, we live a 5-minute walk from the establishment that we own, and
don't tell everybody, we're gonna close on snow days.
but you know what I mean? Like, and I do drive around Holyoke, and I'm like, wow, you know, Holyoke has potential. Like, it has the potential to be a beautiful, thriving city, and he's absolutely right. As long as we band together, I've seen some faces in this room in our restaurant, you know, and I would love to find out some establishment that you guys own so we can support each other, because that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just grateful to be here, and your input, I want to hear it. Thanks.
So, if I can, before I go to the next person, just want to answer a couple of your concerns. I agree, speeding. One of the problems is from Route 5 on Main Street, where the last light is, to Vernon Street, where the next light is pretty much a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. And I may be being too kind, but I am being kind, okay. But I can tell you one of the things that I have done, and we had a person who died in an accident right by Dean School. I've actually got a proposal, and Councilor Sullivan is walked. This is Councilor Mike Sullivan, Councilor at Large. Mike, thanks for coming. I have an order in tonight to try to put what they call raised sidewalks at Dean, it's about the halfway point, to try to slow traffic down. Also, there's a ball field there where pretty much maybe 2 or 3 nights a week, there might be 80, 90 kids playing baseball, and there might be 50 or 60 cars parked on that street, and those cars don't. So I'm trying to slow it down there. So that's number one. Trying to get a crosswalk. Let's Noka crosswalk at Springdale Diner. Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't grow up at Springdale, but I might as well have. I spent many a day there. So those two things I would definitely work on. Last thing is the parks. And one of the things that we are trying to do is create a good picnic area, but not a picnic area where everybody drives, for 2 reasons. Number one, there are kids all around those picnic areas, and there are people backing out without being able to see. I don't want a kid getting hit, number one. Number two, it does do a job in terms of keeping the park in a good maintenance. So we're trying to come up with a plan. With Yep, absolutely. Environmental concerns. So we are trying to find a way to design it so it's convenient to have a picnic, but not convenient to drive your car to go do the picnic. So we are working on that and those other things. I'm hoping to get so that we can at least slow traffic down. I've tried to do it in 3 areas in the city where there's parks and there's been serious accidents. So, you see another hand? Oh.
I'm from Utique. I have a small boutique over at 138 High Street. Like you guys were saying, you guys come out and there's homeless people, you know, there sitting down. I'm 23 years old. I'm a woman. I run the store by myself most of the times, unless my mom comes to help. But I get out of there at 8, 9 at night, and I come out with the profit that I made throughout the day with valuable things. I've been with that store since November, fixing it up. And me and Jazea, over there's not as much traffic as El Paraíso, that part of High Street. And I have never seen, I swear, I've never seen, like, police go by that street to, like, just make sure everything's fine. So I feel like I want to feel safe going to work and coming and, leaving my business. And when I'm at home, I want to feel safe. Okay, I know, like, patrols are going to be,
What time do you close?
At 8.
8 o'clock, okay.
Yeah.
Give me the address.
138 High Street.
I think the police don't go down there because there's no trouble down there.
Yeah.
There's no trouble.
Yeah.
But there's lot of hangouts that she doesn't. I know exactly where she's coming from.
Mhm.
There's I don't want to say a scrapper, but it's the type of people that might take her purse or might, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's that environment.
And it's me, and it's there's a salon right across from me too. She's a woman as well.
Changed dramatically. I love it. For the better. For the better. It's awesome. But like she said, it's if she could get somebody that, you know, channels ain't enough, probably, I don't know.
What I will try to do, I will try to make sure, and it won't be every night you're gonna have somebody there, but I wanna make it so that nobody knows when they're coming, except you know they're gonna be coming. All right, and, you know, I'm gonna try to do much of it around the time you're closing, and I would not mind if it was a walking person, or separate. And we just hired 10 new police officers, was that last weekend? So, you know, they're young, they got good legs, we'll get them doing some walking or riding a bike, but I don't want anyone, and if you feel that way, and you're not feeling comfortable, let me know. I mean, I can't make you feel perfect, but I can certainly provide some support so that you get the feeling when you're leaving, there's someone around, and I feel a lot better. I mean, if you start to feel better, you're going to be more inclined to thrive in your business. When you're thinking like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that, it's hard to run a business with that. So.
Something else that I wanted to say is we're all here. We're all business owners. We hustle to be here a lot. I'm 23 years old. I've learned it. My family has business in Springfield, so I grew up with that. But homeless people, even though, you know, that's something that they're going through it, you know. I would like the community to see if we can all come together and do something for them, because respect comes with respect. And if they see that we respect them, they're going to respect us. And those are the people that are going to take care of our business when we're not around. They're going to watch our business and support us. And I'm not going to be scared of leaving, because they're going to say, hey, that girl, you know, she has my back when I need her. So if we can all come together and support, because we have friends that are homeless, we have people that need food and water. So if as a business we can come up with an activity where we can give out to them, I'm pretty sure they won't sleep by your shop. They'll support, they'll clean what they dropped on the floor. Not perfectly, but they'll do it because they'll respect. They're human beings too.
Respect's half the answer. But good job.
And Jay, and then after this, if we could, I want to respect everyone's time. You know, I think it's really important. You know, I had a conversation with Alicia last week. I mean, she really believes in this city, and this city has a unique opportunity financially to support you as well. So, you know, after Jay speaks, we can take a few minutes to say, what do you see, and how do you see your business grow? And how do you see a Worthington Street on High Street with lights and Hart, and where people want to drive 45 minutes from Ware, Mass to High Street, or to Maple and Maine. So after, you know, I'm not sure if your question is close to that, but if we could dream a little bit and say, how do I want to see my catering restaurant grow? How do I want to see City Pizza become the next business and Soto Home Care become to the next level? So just because I think I want to make sure that we become a little bit of dreamers in a way, because if we dream together, then we're going to be able to succeed together. So.
Hi everybody, my name is Jay. My question is, right, I know liquor licenses goes by population, right? They probably want a liquor license because they have a restaurant. I probably want a bar because I want to open a bar one day, right? Those are my dreams. But you can't, because there's already a limited amount of licenses. But there comes Applebee's, or there comes a big company, and they go to the mall, and there goes a license for them. If we get that same opportunity, we can become Applebee's. We can become one of those big stores. But we don't have the chances. At least give us an opportunity. If we mess up, okay, we take your license away. You never have the shot again.
Thank God I just got my liquor license.
Yeah, but at least give you the opportunity to get it. But you got it because you bought it, not because, right?
Because I'm a restaurant.
Oh, because you're right. I thought you guys have Boogaloo had to buy the license.
We got
right?
the opportunity because we're a restaurant.
Right. So not everybody has that opportunity. You know, you have to sell a certain amount of plates of food before you get.
Some of those are controlled by the state. let me start there. So I know what our numbers are controlled by the state.
That was just dream, but my thing is, right,
There are some openings. They should be free for everybody, not just
the big people.
Yeah, one person, yeah, I agree.
Okay. Next thing, when something negative happens in our community, well, in my corner, right, I ain't been the best person in the world. I've made mistakes in my life, right? But when something negative happens, the news outlets come and they record my store. The situation happened to the left or to the right or in front of me, and they're recording Jaize's clothing. What does that do? It gives me a bad rep. Now people don't even want to come into my shop because they thought what happened was in my store. So July 3rd, we're doing a big sneaker festival in our block. We closed the block down. We want to have music, food, drinks, a family event. The kids here, they love sneakers. There's a sneaker craze that you go to the mall and you have to make a crazy line just for a pair of sneakers, right? So the other day we did one in Holyoke High and it was beautiful. The news outlet came out, but they came out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon after it was over. So they didn't really get to see the amazing event that just happened. So if we can get the news outlet in our event, July 3rd, early in the day at 12 o'clock, when we start in the event, when everybody's, setting up, that would be amazing for me.
Do two things for me, okay? Just send me an email reminder. Expect the press release. I expect to see you there. That's Channel 22 today. And I'm gonna try to get, I try to get as many media.
For the negativity, they come out. So let's come out for the positive also.
I
We do
agree.
positive
I
things,
agree.
you know?
And that's what I'm trying to do. That's one of the things I've done this. That's one of the reasons I did a business roundtable upstairs. I did the variety of.
No, us, we trying to bring more business and more everything to High Street, to all Holyoke. So we trying to conduct more events like the one that we're gonna have on July 3rd. So us, we trying to partner up more with the City of Holyoke and create more events for everybody. You know what I mean? Not just for sneaker event. Yes, even a cleaning up event. You know what I mean? That we can all get together as business owners and walk down through High Street and clean it up for one day. But we just trying to bring more positive events to Holyoke and to our community. Get the community involved. Like, we're gonna have this event. I want anybody, any vendors here that wanna be part of our event, I wanna extend the olive branch. Like, I have food. We looking for food vendors. Yes, we looking for food vendors. You got food truck.
Pop-up barbershop.
We trying to do an event that involves the whole community. And we want the support from Holyoke that if we get more events coordinated in the future, that we're not going to have any problems. And I suggest y'all to do the same. Like, think outside of the box. Like,
But also, too, I think that, macro level is that we shouldn't be having one-offs all the time. You shouldn't be having one-offs all the time.
You said that, and I'm with you with that.
I know we talked recently, and to be able to say, imagine if every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Holyoke was a place where High Street was a walking place, where there was music, and there was, that people knew spring and summer that High Street is a unique location. So I think just being able to say, yes, we want one event, that's great. But imagine if we can have something that's consistent, that we know Main Street, we have the Cajun restaurant, and businesses are going to continue to grow from that area. So I think one-offs are great ideas, but also how can we macro level, because, just like you said, Worthington Street, when you drive down, you have a feeling. I think we need to create that feeling together.
Absolutely. One thing is like he said, I'm going to create that feeling.
Just so we can get this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
One thing about Springfield that I noticed is that it's very involved when it comes to the businesses. How can the city help with advertising? When it comes to events like he's having, I very think that's very important for you guys to also come in and advertise that event and make sure that everybody knows. Like, for example, this meeting, I knew about it because Frank showed up to my shop today and told me about it. I feel like we need to be more connected, and that's going to bring a lot more people from the outside just to see us connecting and acting the way a community should with the city, right? And I think advertising should be something that, a city could help out with everybody,
First of all, thank you for doing the event. And as long as we coordinate things, and I agree with Andrew on one point, that we like to do things consistently, but I tell you right now, it all starts with one event. That event goes well, then we go to, oh, let's do this. Oh, why don't we do this? And I will definitely do the best I can for my office to promote and help you thrive, to get people to trust coming into Holyoke and feeling comfortable, to help try to clean up the streets, to try to improve the lots so that they're an asset rather than liability. I mean, those are all things that I can do. We are talking, and we do have some federal money coming in, that we're talking about a tourism type of thing where we're trying to market the city better, along the lines of what you're saying. And I'll get you one second, Jordan. But, you know, it's one day at a time. I've got, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've got 151 more days as mayor, and if I make it. But, you know, I want those 151 days to be, someone say, hey, that's the best days in Holyoke in a long time. Let's get this place moving, and let's work together. And we are. You're here, and I'm here to try to make this work. And I'm not, for 151 days, I'm not going anywhere. So, you know, the door's right down there. You know, you go down the end and you knock on the door and you ask Nuka if you can see the mayor. If I don't have anybody, Nuka, do I see him? With or without an appointment. My goal is, if you need to talk to me, I need to hear what you've got to say. And then I've got to try to figure out how to make it better. Jordan?
So thank you, everyone, for sharing a lot of the concerns today. This is the third business meeting that I've been to that Mayor Murphy has put on, and it seems as though trash is a major concern. And I used to walk to work from Beach Street to High Street. I'm a neighbor with all of you, so feel free to pop in anytime. We're right next to Brennan's and across from Star Dancers. But one effort that the Chamber is working on, we have an active downtown business committee, which is focusing on main streets through Maple Streets to make Holyoke a more attractive place. Because the more people we can bring into the city, the better off all of your businesses are. We want El Colombiano Paraíso, I'm sorry if I butchered that, but we want people to come down like at 11 o'clock at night, and you should be open until most of the restaurants are in all of our neighboring communities. But there's this huge stigma to bring folks into our downtown, and it's because it doesn't look attractive. And I'm putting together an Adopt a Trash Can campaign for all of the businesses up on Main, Race, High, and then the part of Maple Street right before McDonald's, so that we can all be the change that we want to see happen. Because all of us can come together as a community and clean it up, paint our street lights, hang banners that say, welcome to Paper City, bienvenido a Paper City, and have it be on all of our businesses, and have folks decorate their storefronts so it looks attractive and people see liveliness. And the more that we can come together to make all of that change happen, the more people we can bring into our community and the more successful our businesses are going to be. And I know that the Greater Holyoke Chamber has not done the best job to advertise and to promote our minority and Hispanic-owned businesses in the community, and that's a huge mission of mine, because we are the Greater Holyoke Chamber. Each and every one of you are part of the community that I'm here to represent and to serve, and I agree with you in communication. I found out about this at 11 o'clock this morning, and so, you know, and it's important for me to understand what the needs are of our Latino business community, because I'm here to represent you as much as Andrew is too, and we're stronger together because of our culture and our diversity, and we just need to come together as a community and embrace that, because we're only going to become more diverse and more culturally diverse. So I just want to thank you all for the words that you shared. I did take notes. I wrote down all of your addresses, so don't be surprised if I pop in and say hello. So thank you so much, and thank you, Andrew and Mayor Murphy.
All right. So the pandemic, let me just start by saying that I've been in the city of Holyoke working in these halls since 1997. So I've been around through the good, the bad, the very ugly, tornadoes, earthquakes, and now floods, buildings that have fallen down, buildings that have burned down, and now a pandemic. And I have to say that the pandemic has brought opportunities to the city of Holyoke that none of us could ever have imagined. And although the last 14 months and probably the last few years have been a real struggle, we are on the doorstep, literally, of such great opportunities for our small businesses, for our downtown neighborhoods, that it's absolutely mind-blowing. The city is poised to receive $30 million of federal assistance. Mayor Murphy has directed my office to make a good portion of that $30 million available to small business development, small business expansion, small business stabilization. One of the things that I want to touch on is I want you all to start thinking about how you can get your businesses ready to take advantage of this money. Because it is federal dollars, it's going to come with a lot of strings and a lot of paperwork. And I want to just take 5 minutes to kind of preview what that's going to look like so that if you're not there yet, by the time we roll out the program, you'll be in much better shape. So some of the things that I want you to start thinking about. If you haven't filed your federal and state tax returns, make sure you're all up to date with that. If you are totally lost about how to do that, reach out to Jordan at the chamber, and Jordan can hook you up with some small business assistance. If you don't have a business plan, or you don't even know what a business plan is, reach out to Jordan or give me a call, and we will hook you up with some small business development assistance. If you want to do marketing or advertising, start to think about how you would spend money to do that. If you have employees, please make sure that you're paying your employees on the table, because if you're paying them under the table, you have no proper records and we can't provide assistance to you for those employees. If you're having trouble finding a barber, hiring help, think about what it would take to hire employees and hold on to those employees. So is that like incentives where you bring on new employees and then you pay them $1,000 extra after 3 months or $2,000 extra after 6 months? If you aren't currently insured or your landlord isn't current on his or her real estate taxes for the buildings that you're renting, make sure they get those issues taken care of. If you're in a building you don't have a lease and you're month to month, see if you can get a lease. Don't enter into any long-term leases, but see, kind of like how stable is my business. If your records are a mess, give me a call and we'll hook you up with some folks that can help you kind of get organized. We want to push the money out the door into the small businesses, but you all are also going to have to do a little bit of work. Just because you give a great haircut, or you make a great meal, or you can fix the car, that's not enough for us to be able to give you a grant or a loan. If you don't currently have a relationship with a commercial banker, how many of you have, actually let me back up, how many of you have good relationships with a commercial banker right now? Okay, excellent. If you don't, go over to Holyoke Credit Union, go to People's Bank, go in and sit down and have a conversation with them. Talk to some of your peers and find out who are they talking to about their business finances. Make some connections. Those are the kinds of things that you're going to need to start doing in order to take advantage of the federal funding that's coming. What else? Restaurants. How many restaurants in the room? Okay. How many of you have paper menus? Okay, drop off those paper menus to the mayor's office, and we will make sure that every single office in the City Hall buildings get a copy of your menus, because we're all now back to work, and we love to eat, and we love to try new places. So make sure we all have copies of your menus floating around City Hall. If you want to put together a flyer that says, hey, I'll give 10% for your first haircut to a city employee, feel free, and the mayor can, make sure that that kind of thing gets distributed. We're also working really hard to make connections between you and all of the people who are here to serve you. And so it's so important that you make sure you connect with Aaron Vega in the Office of Planning and Economic Development, because Aaron's got a ton of money and he's doing a ton of work to support you all behind the scenes. Things like the tourism plan, the marketing plan. He's working on a rapid recovery grant to support you. We're working on facade improvement money so that you can apply for a grant to fix up the outside of the building with new signage or awnings or outdoor dining. So when Aaron or someone from his staff approaches you and asks you to complete a survey, the only way that we're going to all work together and be able to move things forward is if we're all pulling sort of in the same direction. So please make sure you keep your connections with all of us really tight. Finally, we've been working really hard with Jordan in the farmers market, and we identified the farmers market as a great opportunity for you all to kind of get out into the community. The gentleman with the mobile hair cutting place, I leaned over and I said to Jordan, he needs to come to the farmers market on Saturday mornings. So there we go. My phone number is 322-5610. I'm available anytime that you want to come see me, pop in. You can connect with me through Andrew, through the mayor's office, through Nilka. If English isn't your primary language, we'll bring in a translator. I'm in room 400 of the annex. Please come see us, and I hope you take advantage of the programs we're about to roll out. And I think my time is up.
Thank you, Alicia. And I need to wrap up the meeting because I've got to go to another meeting. But again, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and express your opinion. Please, please know that if you need to talk to me, if you need to get something that you think it's going to come out of my office to get done, I'm here. I want to help you. I want you to be successful. I want to get the best we can for you and your community. All right, we do this all together, we're going to be better off. So thank you again for coming. I definitely appreciate it. I look forward to the next time. Andrew, thank you for putting it together. Alicia, thank you for your comments. Jordan, thank you for coming and coordinating. Let's get all the chamber. Let's make it a Holyoke chamber. We are all together. We are one community. We are going to be the best community. Thank you very much.